Hey guys, what's up? Waffle here, and today I wanted to give you a little bit of a guide on how to set up your team for Back Garden Insane. So, if you need a little bit of help deciding who to bring with or a good strategy to use while playing Insane, come with me. I know before, in maybe my last video or the one before, I was showing my strategy for Insane, and I personally use Rolling Log, Beehive, Ice Buds, Earth Dragon, I forget the other two. Astral, whatever the Astral one is, and Rose Beam. And I love that strategy. But I know not everyone has the same units as me, and it's fun to trial and error different team comps and see if they work. In this example, I'm giving you a unit that I want to use more often. It's the Fanflower unit. I don't use it too often. Um, and I haven't had luck in back garden using fanflower, so unfortunately I don't think you can use it to replace the ice buds in back garden. Occasionally I've been able to replace my ice buds if my teams are really good with something a little bit less slow. So ice buds has a 40 slow, so maybe a 30 slow, like the flower trio. I haven't been able to just do insane without using something greater than 30 though. I haven't been able to do basically with just Unga Boonga. But Unga Boonga is a super strong unit, as you can see a little bit later on. I use him in a winning comp. I think this comp does not succeed, if I remember correctly. These fanflowers just are not doing enough slow. It doesn't look like the boss is going to die before he makes it there, and that's not a big deal. Like I said though, these are my normal DPS units that I would like use anytime I do this. The only difference in that team comp is the sawflower, not the sawflower, is the fanflower. So I'm trying it through again. I'm just changing out my beehive for the keratotrosophy because I know not everyone has beehive. So I want to see maybe beehive and keratotrosophy. Maybe I can do a little more damage with keratotrosophy. Who knows? I know it was a little bit easier to get. There's a lot more units of it just in the world, and people had the option to get it for quite a while. So I'm just running through again, seeing if I can replace that ice buds with the fanflower. I start getting a little tilted after this one because I can in fact not replace my ice buds with a fanflower, and oh, I was feeling the burn at that point. It was not a happy moment. But you can see here just basically the strategy you want to do, and it's the strategy you want to do for anything really. You want to keep your units as close to the boss as you can. You know where the boss is going to spawn. He's going to spawn out of this straight ahead cave, and for any game, you are going to want to have your units attacking them as soon as they get out of the cave, and for as long as you can after they get out of the cave. Here I forgot the fan flowers at first, but it didn't really matter. I still didn't have quite enough time to beat him. I hear move my Juggercorn. Oh gosh, not Juggercorns. I hear I move my Keratotrosophies and like all my other units, and yeah, just barely, not enough. Not a big deal. Jumping back in, trying out a different comp again, and this is what you gotta do, guys. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I wanted to try this and make sure I could get a Juggercorn win for you. I keep calling him Juggercorn. I wanted to make sure I got a Carrot Atrocity one for you guys, just so you could see, like, you don't need the exact same units I'm using. In any video I give you, you can basically substitute anything for any way you want to play. I give you the strategies, and you have to use your own rationale, your own reasoning to do these substitutions on your own. I can't make this kind of video for everything, but some things that I do remain consistent just because I want to try out different units, see what works best. I really like the strategy I use with the rosebuds and the new astral unit, just because there's so few units that I need to move back and forth, and they are pretty heavy hitters, but you can very well do this with like one of those 5 placement units that does more overall damage than those two, and you just have to move 5 units then, and oh my goodness, that's a lot for me. But I love Raffalisa. I kind of don't care if you don't have the Raffalisa. I've been saying since I started my channel, this is one of the most underrated, this is one of the most underrated units, and if you haven't picked it up till now, it's kind of on you. It's always been in stock. I've never seen it not in stock. You just needed to not Gamba for a little bit, so like if you've been watching my videos and you haven't picked it up, I'm really sorry that now it's one of the most valuable useful units, but it is, and I'm not gonna just try back guard in a different starting way. I'm very comfortable starting it this way, doing one lawnmower to the right side, letting it roll through, and then throwing down my Raff. I know I can start easily like that, but Man, I don't want to try doing an actual starter right now. I don't have the energy for it. So once I get set up again, you'll see this is definitely going to be a win. I think almost any team that I have an Ice Buds in is a win. So if you don't have an Ice Buds, they aren't too crazy hard to get. Sit in the AFK zone. People will often trade them for decently cheap. They're not super valuable, I don't think. But yeah, anytime I have an Ice Buds in my team, it's almost always a victory. Victory! Okay, now let's try again. Some things I wanted to change out. Once again, I don't know, I was just toying with the units here, looking for things that were easy to get or a lot of people I feel like have or have the option to buy. I know like those pulls from boxes, I don't have a lot of summons from boxes actually. Oh my gosh, no, I'm doing fanflower again. I'm struggling, begging for fanflower. Okay, we're speeding this section up. I'm not gonna yap over this, but yeah, anytime I throw fanflower in, begging desperately for it to work, I can't get it to work. Give me 1 second. Okay, I've sped this up to like times 10 speed, so this game is playing through really, really fast because we know it's going to be a failure. It really sucks though. Fanflower is decently easy to get. It's in the mystery trader, and I just wish I could use it and have like something cheap enough to like buy, slow the units down, and be accessible. But I just haven't found that accessibility yet. So I'm sorry if you don't have. I've been able to, like I said, replace the trio flower with ice buds. So if you're able to save up for the trio flower, it is still in stock, which is really good, user friendly, game friendly. Find a team to help you grind seeds. But man, I just could not get fanflower to work. Let me know if you had a team comp that got fanflower to work. I'm sure like if I threw. I think I even tried throwing it in with the trio flower at one point. I might have accidentally cut the footage, but I don't think I could even get it to work then. And I was just like really frustrated because I was trying to get you guys some really good like just low level team comps. This next one is going to be what? Trio flower. Oh yeah. This one I know I just didn't have enough DPS, I'm pretty sure. The Keratotrosophy and Petal Ray are really good and you can solo this with them, but it's just like pushing the envelope of what you're able to do, really. So I wasn't able to personally beat this one using only the Keratotrosophy and the Petal Ray. I needed a little bit more damage, I needed something more. And I needed them to go slower, which really sucks. Yeah, the 30% just wasn't enough. I needed the 40% slow because the next game that I play, I do beat it with, I think, basically the same team setup. But guys, I think now is a good time to make another PSA. I have no interest in anyone's units unless you are gifting them to me fully. I will never do giveaways outside of YouTube. You'll never see me do giveaways on Discord. You'll never see me in other people's Discord doing giveaways. Those are scammers. I'll never do giveaways in-game. I'll never do events in-game. I just have no interest in it, and I frankly have no time for it. I'm a very busy person outside of this game. So if you see any of those things, those are scammers. The only way you will win a giveaway from me is the rare chance that I'm able to host one, because I do give a lot of units away just in-game, and I haven't been able to like save them up for a giveaway. But I will do them only on YouTube. I will do them only through a video, and only information you will ever need to give to me is your username to get get the unit. That's it. Here goes another loss, and like I said, I think I replay this exact team comp. Yeah, here it goes with Ice Buds, and then this is a flying success. So I like this team comp. This team comp's fine. We've still got the Astral plant in stock. Keratotrosophy I don't think was too hard to get. We can still get Petal Ray pretty decently. There's a ton of Earth Dragons in the wild, so their value is pretty low. You can easily trade for them, or I mean, they were just in stock. Hopefully you have them. And guys, if you're not able to do this week, that is okay. If you just started up the game a little late, your kit's a little low, that's not a problem. Save for those big units, and very soon, trust me, it takes a couple weeks, but saving up for units and buying the unit of the week basically lets you progress and get like a decent kit relatively fast. I mean, it does take about a week, about a month, unless you get lucky trading, unless you get like super lucky with anything, but without trading, like you can just buy the unit of the week, and then next week you will have another unit of the week, and already then you'll probably have 4 good units. All you need to do is buy a couple from Mystery Trader. If you have Rolling Log already, like dang, that's basically a free unit. And then Ice Buds, like you just have to AFK for that, maybe trade for it. But you can, like I said, pretty easily replace that with the Astral no, not the astral. What's it called? The trio flower, whatever that is. I keep forgetting. But yeah, here's a victory. I think this is a relatively decent team comp. But yeah, this is just a little tutorial, a little guide. Let me know if it's helpful. Let me know if it's useful. It's what I do when I'm setting up a team comp for a video. I'm looking for like the most simple ways I can get through something. I'll switch out one, maybe 2 units, and then go from there. I'll keep trying things until I'm able to succeed the map. But let me know what your strategy is. I want to hear what your team comps are below. So let me know what your insane team comps are, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.